Okay guys, so in this one we'll be talking about the 10th question, which is number 9, patience, persistence, and blah blah blah. So in this one we are to write a program that prints all possible combination of single digits. We've already done single digit before, right? 0 to 9. But now it says number must be separated by comma. As you can see, when they are executed, it's separated by comma and also followed by a space. So a space is there as well, right? So a number is printed, comma is printed, space is printed. Okay, so then we have to use putchar alone. Okay, number should be printed in ascending order. We know that. All your code should be in the main function. We know that. You are only allowed to use putchar 4 times max. Okay, you are not allowed to use any variable type char. Okay, so I think that's all. And then I think we are going to print a new line which wasn't really specified. I'm not sure you can see that here. So let's just get into it. So I think there are 2 ways which we would use to solve this task. Okay, so you pick the one that you like, or you could just go with the first one. Okay, so the first one is I want to open this. If I do ls, these are codes that I've written, and vi, the file name. So the first thing I will do is include my standard io.h, and then I'll write my description, and I'll say this one should print decimal with comma and space because I don't want it to be too much. Okay, so our return type should be 0, which is an int, and then our main function. So we'll not pass it any parameter, so it's going to be void. So inside our main function, we open this and enter. Okay, so like we do normally, we can just use our char and then call it we are printing digits, let's call it d, and initialize it to be 0, right? Okay, so don't forget to put your semicolon. Okay, so come down. So we'll be using our while loop first, right? Okay, so for while loop, what we'll do next is write our d. As far as d is less than or equal to 9, right, it should print d. So put char and then we say print d, right? Okay, so what happens here is that we know d is 0, 0 is less than 9, we do 9, right? Okay, and then we want to increment it and say d plus plus, right? Okay, right, and outside this function we want to print our new line, right? Putchar, and then this one our new /n, right? So something like this. Okay, our new line, right? Okay, so this, and then we'll print our return to be 0, right? Okay, so before that, when you print the first line, we want to put a comma and a space, right? You can use putchar to do that, but if you notice, there is no comma and space after 9, and if you do just put comma and space directly, it's going to print comma space, and then here it's going to put comma space. So we want to add a condition that will not make it print comma space here. So what we will do is we will use an if statement. Okay, so under this place, after the first number, we put the if statement. I will say if, I'll put the syntax. Okay, if our d is less than equal to 8, because we want it to stop at 8, we don't want it to stop at 9 now. Okay, so for the 8, I will just put this, right? Okay, so then if it is that, then putchar, you should print a comma and you should print a space. Okay, so we'll just specify inside that we want a comma, and then we'll specify inside that we want a space. Okay, so I think with this, let me see. Yes, with this we should be able to get a good result, right? So let us Betty it to see. So Betty say we are good. Then let us compile it. So compilation say we are good. So let us execute it. So we have it 0 to 9, right? So the second method to solve this is the for loop, right? So I'll just copy this 9 and then I'll call this on 9 print dot c. Okay, so I'll veer into 9 print dot c, right? So I'll just change this one to a for loop. I'll say for, so this d equals 0, I'll put it here. D equals to 0, so I'll put it here and say d equals to 0, right? So our d plus plus, I'll put it here, and then I'll remove this guy over here. So with this, let me try and play and Betty that particular file. So I Betty it and Betty say we are good, then let's GCC compile it. So with GCC say we are good, then let's execute it, right? And then we still have our same answer. So this is how to solve the question. See you in the next video.